All right, you guys, straight to jail. For questioning at least Erika.
Me and little.
Do you agree with Erika Kirk? Does this need to speed up? I mean, it's amazing. It's been 5 months. He hasn't even pled guilty or innocent. He hasn't had a preliminary hearing. Is that normal, and why is it taking so long?
Erika Kirk just walked straight into what might be the worst moment of her life. She was arrested while trying to board a flight to Israel, and it all went down fast. This happened right in the middle of an FBI investigation. Word on the street is that the Tyler Robinson trial was falling apart behind the scenes. When Erika allegedly heard the case was crumbling, she rushed to grab the first ticket she could find. She thought she could slip away quietly, but the feds were already watching her moves. They showed up at the airport and shut it down before she even had a chance to breathe. Now everyone is asking the same question. Why did the feds move in on her like that? People are starting to wonder if investigators believe she had something to do with Charlie's passing. That question is hanging heavy in the air right now.
I don't care who's mad. I really do not care who wants to be upset after this episode. Really, you'll be wasting your breath.
Sources close to federal authorities say the Tyler Robinson case has taken a wild turn. Instead of focusing fully on Tyler, attention has reportedly shifted toward Erika. That is a serious twist. The defense team is even pushing to disqualify the prosecutors, and insiders claim the entire case has basically collapsed. Supposedly, that chaos had Erika panicking. She packed her bags and booked that flight to Israel, hoping to get out before things exploded. But there was one big problem. She did not make it out. Agents stopped her and brought her in for questioning. And that move has everybody talking. Digging into her inner circle has raised even more eyebrows. One name keeps coming up, Tracy Martin. She has been Erika's best friend for over 15 years. Reports say Candace learned that Tracy was right there with Erika when she received the call about Charlie. That detail has people connecting dots fast.
Now, we were working off of a tip that Tracy may have been with Erika when Erika got the call from Elizabeth and Mikey McCoy, because they were both on the phone, even though that was never revealed to the public until later. Tracy, I am told, because she's privatized her public profiles, but I am told that she has denied that claim. Okay, let's assume Tracy's telling the truth and that she was not with Erika on September 10th.
Now here is where things start looking real suspicious. Tracy's daughter actually works as Erika's assistant. On the day everything went down, she was supposed to be at the location with Charlie, but she never showed up.
Because what Tracy cannot deny is that her daughter is indeed Erika's assistant. I have confirmed that. However, it is a fact that she was supposed to go to UVU on September 10th. I remind you, this is Erika's assistant.
That alone has people raising eyebrows. If she was scheduled to be there, why was she suddenly missing in action? It gets even wilder. Tracy and her daughter told everyone they stayed away because Tracy had a bad feeling. That is the explanation they gave. Just a bad feeling.
The reason that Erika's assistant and her mother, Tracy, Erika's best friend, told people in their orbit something quite interesting, actually. The reason that they told her that they didn't go is different from the reason that Erika didn't go, obviously. Tracy and her daughter told people that Tracy had a bad feeling. Like I told you, confirmed that. Tracy had a bad feeling, and so she stopped her daughter from going to UVU. This is now confirmed. It's a fact.
And now people are asking the obvious question. Was it really a gut instinct? Or did Erika give her a heads up about what might happen at that event? Because that timing does not sit right with a lot of folks. When someone avoids a situation that later turns serious, people are going to talk. But that is only part of the story. Fans also found out that right before the event, Charlie had a serious clash with some of his Jewish donors. According to reports, he sent a text to a group chat saying, "Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel." That message shook things up. Sources close to him claim that same day, he had an emergency Zoom meeting with Rabbi Wiki. That makes it clear his message hit hard inside top management. It reportedly caused panic behind closed doors. What stands out even more is Erika's reaction. she never publicly confirmed there was a crisis. Instead, she reportedly pushed the idea that Charlie was just venting in a group chat and was not serious about stepping away from pro-Israel support. She even had Josh Hammer, an American conservative political commentator, back her up publicly.
Or they're going to say that that chat was really not a big deal. That chat wasn't a big deal. Charlie was just blowing off a little bit of steam. He didn't mean it. He never once blinked on his support for Israel. Now, according to Josh, that 2-hour later call, that was just because Josh Hammer's brilliant. He's a mentor. He was a mentor somehow to Charlie when it came to debating, and he really just needed some good talking points. He was angry at Israel, but he was just blowing off some steam, and then he was back and wanted to focus on these talking points. And so apparently he needed Josh Hammer. He also needed this rabbi all the way in Israel who agreed to wake up at 4 a.m. his time to help Charlie with talking points to college students.
Now, critics are calling those statements misleading, and they are questioning why she worked so hard to calm the narrative instead of addressing the tension directly. But there is a serious flaw in that whole story. Charlie was not some rookie who needed coaching. He was a seasoned professional who had been in the game for years. The idea that he suddenly needed pointers just to speak in front of a group of college attendees does not add up. This is someone who could handle that kind of crowd in his sleep.
He was good at his job, and he enjoyed having the debates. He enjoyed cutting across the clips so people could wake up to what was happening on college campuses. But let's just stop this absurd narrative that he couldn't sleep like it was Christmas morning and he was 4 years old.
He knew how to talk, how to command a room, and how to control a message. So why paint it like he needed guidance? And for anyone saying fans are reaching, listen to this. According to sources, after that call ended, Charlie texted his inner circle saying the higher-ups had placed a bounty on his head. That is a heavy statement.
And then he sends off text messages to his security chief, Dan Flood, also to Andrew Colvett, and he says to them that they are going to kill me. Who is they? Well, Erika wants us to believe that he was referring to the left, or maybe even an Etsy witch, right? Some Etsy witch who put a curse on him. Because don't forget, we were also told that the definitely not at all Catholic Charlie had a priest come over and pray over him as well after he has this debating pointers handed to him and texting people saying he's going to die. He also was not at all Catholic and needed a priest to pray over him. And by the way, don't forget, he also apparently had no fears the next day, Erika says. She has his phone, but we got a priest praying over him. We have a declaration that he's abandoning the pro-Israel cause and that he feels that he is being bullied and he's done with it, and that Jewish people play into all the stereotypes. But we are also told that he had no fears the next day. Actually, he went to bed and he was just excited. He was elated.
If true, that message shows he felt serious pressure. And from a business standpoint, it makes sense. Him walking away from the pro-Israel cause would have been a massive blow to powerful interests. That kind of shift could have shaken money, influence, and reputation all at once. Now, when you really sit with that message, it changes everything. If Charlie truly felt like powerful people were coming after him, that means the pressure behind the scenes was intense. Nobody uses words like bounty on his head unless they feel cornered. That is not casual talk. That is someone sounding alarmed. And think about the timing. He sends that explosive text. He has an emergency Zoom meeting, and then suddenly, there is damage control everywhere. That sequence is not random. It feels calculated. People are starting to believe the fallout from that group chat was way bigger than anyone admitted publicly. Because if Charlie was seriously considering stepping away, that could have shaken partnerships, donors, and big money connections overnight. That is not small drama. That is high stakes. So when Erika stepped in to calm the narrative and downplay the situation, critics now see it differently. Was she protecting him, or was she protecting the machine around him? That question is getting louder by the day, and it is not going away anytime soon. Now the tension around Erika is hitting a whole new level. Investigators are reportedly digging into phone records, timelines, and who knew what before the event even started. That is where things get serious. Because if there was advanced knowledge floating around, somebody had to be talking. Critics are saying the timeline does not feel random. You have Tracy claiming she had a bad feeling. You have her daughter skipping the event. Then you have Erika insisting everything was fine and Charlie was pumped up. Those stories do not line up cleanly, and people are noticing. At the same time, it is important to remember that online theories are not the same as hard proof. Just because someone has connections to a country or speaks positively about a community does not mean they are part of something shady. That is where emotions can cloud facts fast. Still, the optics look messy, and in high-profile situations like this, optics matter a lot. When trust starts cracking, every little detail feels bigger than it might actually be. Right now, Erika is stuck in the middle of a storm of suspicion, speculation, and serious federal attention. And until more facts come out, the pressure around her is only getting heavier. But here's the real question. Where does Erika fit into all of this? It looks strange that Erika claimed Charlie was excited about the big day, while her best friend Tracy and Tracy's daughter were reportedly anxious and did not even want to attend. That contrast is a huge red flag for many observers.
Excited, but they had fear. For some reason, Tracy Martin told her daughter, who's Erika's assistant, not to go to this event. They pull her back because Tracy senses danger. But if that's just mommy intuition, are we to believe that she did this?
If everything was so positive, why were the people closest to her acting nervous? That detail keeps coming up again and again. According to reports, authorities are exploring whether Erika may have warned them not to go. That theory has been floating around heavily. As for how she would have known anything in advance, critics online are pushing one explosive idea. They believe she was closer to the planning conversations with higher-level figures than anyone realized. Supporters say that is pure speculation, but skeptics point to something else. Since the incident, fans have highlighted Erika's connections to Israel.
Me and the devil. Walking side.
With past interviews where she expressed sympathy and support for Jewish communities.
Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people. It's awful. Awful. Anti-Semitism is what healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general? Nothing. Nothing.
She has openly spoken with warmth about the country and its people.
We've been to Israel twice together. And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor. How could you hate that place?
Some commentators, including Candace, argue that those connections deserve deeper scrutiny.
Situations were reversed, and there were this many verifiable lies that Charlie told regarding the murder or assassination of his wife. Charlie would be in prison awaiting trial. And I actually agree with that assessment.
Others strongly disagree and call that leap unfair. Still, the debate is loud, emotional, and not slowing down anytime soon. Fortunately, it looks like authorities are finally listening to Candace and others who have been demanding answers. Erika has been arrested and is now being questioned about her possible involvement. That alone shows this situation has reached a serious level. For a long time, people believed her powerful connections would shield her from any real consequences. But right now, it seems like influence and status are not enough to make this disappear. This is bigger than backroom calls and big names. The real question now is simple. What kind of evidence do investigators actually have? And will it be strong enough to prove Erika's responsibility in court and finally close this case once and for all? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, subscribe, share this video, and I will see you on the next one.